Let go of the attachment to your twin flame. This is what you hear everywhere, pretty much from all teachers and every channel. But how do I let go of the attachment? This is one of the hardest part I've learned in my journey to really understand how to let go of the attachment. I know it is very hard. It is really hard to let go of the attachment when this person is almost everywhere, always on the mind. When there is an intense connection, there is an intense pull. It's really hard to let go of the attachment. It's really hard to stop processing those feelings. I do understand because it was hard for me too to really let go of the attachment and really understand what is attachment means. So I have 4 lessons for you today, which I learned in my journey to help me to release attachment, which I'm going to share with you. So why don't you release attachment? The number one reason is because of the fear. Yes, the fear of losing. You think if you release the attachment, the fear is telling you that you will lose the person, your twin flame. Is it really true? Fear is the number one myth because your twin flame is you. They are literally you. So how can you lose yourself? That's not even possible. You cannot lose yourself. So it is an illusion created by the ego that if you release attachment, if you release control, you will be losing, because what you're doing here is you're again trying to look at outside for the validation, trying to look at outside that you can control something which is not yours. So the mistake what you're doing here is thinking your twin flame is not you, your twin flame is not your own reality. So when you try to look at your union outside of yourself, is the illusion of losing actually comes in. The union is within you. So you cannot really lose your union at any cost, because which is something within you and inside you, which you are cultivating with every process of healing. So literally you cannot lose a person if you release attachment. But what does it mean here? What do you mean by releasing attachment? Here, the releasing attachment is releasing the neediness of what you really looking from someone else, which you are not able to give to yourself. So in the fear, when you have, what you really need to do is choose your own power. What is fear try to tell you? Fear is the ego voice. It is trying to disempower you, saying that you don't have the power. The power is with something or someone else or with something outside of you, which is again not true. So whenever the fear comes, what you need to do is choose your own power and choose what you can do to change that situation. So what I did here was, in the fear which I felt there was an illusion, I did was I went on deep with looking at what is the reasons which is causing me to feel that I can lose something. I can lose myself, or I can lose the love I have. I just went on healing with that using the mirror exercise. So I went on to my childhood. I addressed the need where the beliefs which has I cultivated in myself that I can lose the love, because I had a belief that love is from outside rather than it is inside. So I healed those part of me which believed in that illusion, and I changed those situations within me, and I given myself what is required there to cultivate love and release that fear. So fear is an illusion. You just need to let go of the fear. Fear never exists in our reality. It's just an illusion what we create in ourselves, thinking that can disempower ourselves. So you just need to release the fear, addressing the need or addressing what is that missing, giving yourself the love. Number 2, I was processing everything on my mind. There was a constant mind chatters going on every time, trying to look at the logical reasoning of why this is happening, this is not happening. And also, I was trying to um, looking for the validation of everything. So I literally have to stop this mind chatters being in presence. So whenever there was a chatter, there was a thinking going on in my mind, I had to give my presence over there and I have to stop and think the opposite of that. So if, when I'm thinking something negative, immediately I have to stop and try to think the opposite of that, which is a positive information. It required a lot of effort, to be honest. I had to reduce it over a period of time. It wasn't like one night I just stopped everything. It took really a long period to kind of bring all these mind chatters to zero. And obviously, my coach, she helped me on this process. So that is something you can always claim your support with an Ascension coach in this journey. Number 3, this is really big one, guys. Stalking your twin flame. That is one of the spoilers in this journey. I know all of you know that stalking is not really nice. It's not really going to help, but somehow we cannot stop doing that. But yes, nothing is impossible. You can also do that. Even I could do that. So, stalking my twin flame was the biggest energy leak in my journey, which took me a long time to realize. So, it took me a deeper level of healing to even come to the level of I, being able to stop stalking itself. But that is something really, really the key secret here. So, when you stop stalking, what is happening is you stop giving energy outside of yourself. So, everything, all that energy you are trying to putting into yourself, which eventually help you to focus on yourself and putting your energy into the right things. So the stalking was stop stalking was really one of the helpful thing which in my journey to release attachment. But obviously, to do that level of control, you will have to do a very deep healing to looking at what is a need you are stalking your twin flame. What is it you are trying to achieve there? What is it trying to get from doing that activity? What is the satisfaction going on in your mind when you do that particular action? So you need to look at these parts and do the healing there and give to yourself what is required there. So every action what we are doing is basically based on some impulse, or there is an intrinsic benefit, or there is some level of satisfaction you try to find out. So when you try to find out and understand these reasons, it's easy for you to do the healing. So all this can be done by the mirror exercise. Yeah, that really helps. Number 4. Number 4 is learn to give it to yourself. So this is one of the pretty hard learning again, to really give to myself everything. Come on. It's not bad, it's not good, but I don't know how can I give to myself everything. So this was my question. But actually, that is what the whole journey is about. You are the person in your life. You are the number one priority. You are the one who need your love and attention, not someone else. Or neither you need it from someone else. So everything is yours. So all what you're doing is for yourself. This is a learning which I really could get it over a period of time, doing a lot of healings, coming to the space when I was able to be in my own power, be able to choose me and being myself. That given me the allowance and the understanding, the learning of giving everything to myself. So once I understood, this is what it works. Yes. So whatever you need from your twin flame, you need to do is you give to yourself first. So when you're giving to yourself, you receive that from your twin flame, because he or she is the mirror of you. So as you do the things to yourself, your twin flame is also going to mirror the same thing. That means what? you are going to get the same thing in action from your twin flame. And another way of understanding giving to yourself is when you're prioritizing and giving to yourself is you are in deeper connection with God. When you're connecting with God, what God is going to give you? He needs to give you in return all those love and affections and attention and everything back to you through your twin flame. So the whole process is about self-love, is about giving everything to yours as because you are the loving person in your life. Because when you cultivate that level of love and intensity within yourself, you are also in a position to give to others. It could be your children, it could be your parents, it could be your siblings, it could be friends, anyone. When you're really empty inside, you're not in a position to give anyone to anything. So when you're empty inside, what is actually reflecting to your twin flame is the emptiness. So they are also not in a position to give you back because they are also empty. So as you fill your cup, as you fill yourself, your twin flame is also in a position to give back to yourself. This is actually the process happening. So the key learning here is give it to yourself everything what you're looking for from your twin flame or even from outside. It works even in other situations. So these are my 4 big learnings which I had in my journey, which actually helped me to release the attachment. So as I did the healing with this, I also understood I was able to be in my own power. I'm able to focus on myself in a better way, and that eventually releasing those attachments and the neediness what I was looking from my twin flame, which which was actually a very helpful learning in my journey to come to the level of come to the level to move towards a union. So your union is always within yourself. So as you feel that in yourself, you will be in a position to heal everything which is not really serving you and let go of everything which is not really good for in the journey. So I hope this video helped you. So let's see in the next video. Thank you.